Wesley. I bring you greetings to parents, guardians, and caregivers. Deborah Cardinal Nsigason Onitskapun Utsinia. I'm the Superintendent of Schools for Saddle Lake Education Authority. First of all, I want to commend our nation for working diligently in lowering our confirmed cases from a total of 30 to 2 active cases. And these are numbers from yesterday's update, September 30th. So let's continue to keep our families and our communities safe by working together, following the safety guidelines, and self-isolation if required, so we can protect our community and our members. So, as reported at the beginning of September, due to the first case of COVID, a decision was made that from our nation that we would push back the start date of opening the schools and also our buses. So we changed our date from September 21st and we pushed it back to October 5th. October 5th, we plan to be opening up our schools. The buses will be running. Okay, so the decision for holding off on busing was the lack of control on the busing situation. This was a big concern because there was limited safety precautions available for busing at the time. There is no way of controlling social distancing on the busing without limiting the number of that ride the bus. So we worked on developing tighter safety procedures for the buses, and we're continuing to work on that as we speak. Masks. Each student will be provided with 5 reusable masks, which will be given out at their respective schools. I want to thank the Saddle Lake Health Center for providing the masks for our students. Masks will be mandatory for all students while riding the buses. Because of the confined space and the close quarters, we can't ensure the social distancing there. The school admin staff will be reporting from both Unchamgu and Kaihuasani on the re-entry plan. We've made a lot of changes on it, and the decision was for a modified school return. So we're planning to have 50% capacity. Students will attend in cohorts. So we're looking at Monday and Tuesday for one cohort, and then Thursday and Friday for the second cohort. We're looking at having Wednesdays as a day for disinfecting and then staff collaboration. So we'll have our school administrators go into more detail on that. If you have any questions regarding the schedule, please call the respective schools and ask for a schedule. So if you haven't already registered your child, please ensure that you let the school that your child was last entered at know what your plans are for your children, whether you're choosing to keep your child at home or what your options are. Please, we're encouraging you to register your child at a school so that we can better plan how we can help you. Students are strongly urged to go to the health center and have a COVID testing if they're not feeling well before school starts. So as always, please contact the Saddle Lake Education Office or each respective school admin with your questions and your concerns. Hi. Thank you.
Kakio, Nenaskum Tenanots, Mamu Tawi Mau, Egwa Pitamai we at Mustatakuk Danse, Ewi Tagamga Uta Kihewasani. I greet you all. I'm grateful for another day today, and I thank Creator. Today I am going to give you a brief summary as to how we are going to be implementing social distancing and safety precautions at Kaihuasani. First of all, I'd like to greet students, parents, and caregivers. On behalf of Kaihuasani teachers and support staff, we have been working diligently to meeting needs of students to learn in the ways that are best suited for those students as requested on registration forms. We are going with a 50% in-student in-seat at Kaihuasani. which means there will be a Monday, Tuesday cohort and a Thursday, Friday cohort. There is no school on Wednesdays. When your cohort is in school, the other half of the cohort will have homework packages to work with at home. The only change or the only difference for this is the cohort system is for grades 6 to 9, and grades 10 to 12 will attend school daily. We are encouraging students to register to ensure they get put on the list for each learning method that they choose. So if you are asking for in-class for your child from grade 6 to 9, they are not high on the priority list. We are putting those completed registrations received to be in the cohorts. The other modes of learning that we have prepared for are homework packages, online learning, and parent-led learning. And I'd like to remind you there is a 15 per person in the classroom, 15 people in the classroom, which includes the EA and the teacher. So each classroom will have 13 students. To accommodate the needs of the online learners, we are in the process of preparing Chromebooks for students. Until they are ready, online students will be provided with homework packages. Kaihuasani is a closed campus for safety reasons, and this means that your child will need to arrive by 9 o'clock, and once they are in the school, they are not to leave the school. Parents, we need your support in ensuring your son or daughter understands this. They will not need to go to the store across the road. We have a concession in the school. So once again, it is a 9 o'clock at the latest arrival time. If your son or daughter needs to leave any time during the school day, you will be expected to come and sign them out. We have medical grade disposable masks for students. These are available even though the nation is providing 5 masks per students, which are being processed for disbursement, and these are reusable masks. At Kaihuasani, breaks and lunch times are going to be staggered to facilitate social distancing, and that means all students are not going to be in the hallways during a specific time. Those breaks are going to be staggered, and we are looking at ways of ensuring we meet our required instructional minutes for as prescribed by Alberta Education. We are not condoning smoking for any students under the age of 18, and we do not want to have our grades 6 to 9 or any student under the age of 18 smoking. Students who are 18 years old are adult age, and there is a designated place for students to smoke and come back into school in a timely manner. There's no locker usage at Kaihuasani, and this is to avoid any clusters of students or to break that social distance protocol. We are asking, and we've locked all our lockers. Communication is important, parents. We need to have you sign up for Messenger. That is one of the ways we are communicating with parents. So if you want to sign up and be on the parent page, we need to have your Facebook name, which was asked for on the registration form. Provide us with your email addresses so we can send you emails as needed. And most importantly, please update your cell numbers and emergency contact numbers regularly. Daily upon arrival, there will be student temperature checks, and this year the The junior high and the senior high wings have switched, and upon entrance there will be a staff member there with a thermometer doing a forehead temperature check. After that, there's hand sanitizing station, and the student goes straight to the classroom where breakfast is served. Lunch is also served in the classrooms, and we have changed our serving dishes to biodegradable to leave less of a footprint in our landfill. We are also coordinating our bus drop-off and pickup, which means one bus at a time in the morning for students to unload. They go in through their respective doors, and then for pickup at the end of the day, we will be dismissing students, one from each wing. So grade 6 in the junior high wing and grade 10 will be dismissed at the same time. Grade 7 and 20 level courses, grade 9 and 30 level grade 8 and 30 level courses, and then grade 9 will be the last to board the bus. There is an isolation room that we've created at Kaihuasani for any students who may be showing symptoms. And parents, this is why it's so important to have your updated contact information, because you will need to be coming to pick up your child if they are displaying symptoms, or if they arrive at school and their temperature is on the high end of beginning at 37. Unfortunately, we have received the provincial mandate, which we are part of, for inter-school athletics. There are no competitive sports at this time until further notice. Our gymnasium is closed except for scheduled phys ed times. There are no common areas at Kaihuasani. That means the library is closed. That means the lunchroom is closed. The library services will go from classroom to classroom, and we have a system worked out for that. So once again, we need your registration forms. There are many students who've been rolled over from last year, which means if you were a student at Kaihuasani or a grade 5 student at Unchamgu, we have you on our enrollment list. However, if we don't have your registration form, that means you are not high on the priority for getting an in-class seat. We have many students on our enrollment. However, we need to confirm that enrollment with registration forms. At this time, I'd like to thank you for choosing Kaihuasani as your first choice school, and we look forward to seeing you on Monday, October 5th. If you need to come, if you're late at any time, please contact the school and let us know that you are going to be late in arriving. And students who are being driven in by their parents, we need to have parents come into the school and come and sign their student in, and you may leave once the temperature check is done. So once again, thank you. Thank you for this time, and once again for supporting Saddle Lake education. Ai hai.
Dansen tutemtik. I greet all of you. I greet all our Unchamgu students, parents, and guardians. My name is Vera Cardinal, and I am the school principal at Unchamgu School. I'm happy to announce that we will be opening our doors in a safe launch with in-person classes, which will begin on Monday, October 5th, 2020. First of all, I would like to share that our teachers and support staff sends their greetings to our students and looking forward to seeing some of you on Monday. On October 5th, under Scenario 2 of the Reentry Plan, I would like to reassure our parents and our students we've been preparing precautionary measures. Teachers rearranging their classrooms for safe physical distancing to reduce the risk of any transmission of COVID-19. Cohort groups in Scenario 2. We have started creating classroom lists from the updated registrations we've received thus far. From the updated registration forms, teachers will be contacting parents, guardians as soon as possible. You will be informed which cohort group your child or your children have been placed. Cohort A students will attend class on Monday and Tuesday, 2 days a week. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, these students will stay home and teachers will provide homework for students to do at home. Cohort B students will attend class on Thursday and Friday, 2 days a week. This group will also receive homework while they are at home on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Students will be expected to return their completed work when they return on their assigned days. Cohort groups will stay together throughout the day. Lunch and recess breaks will be done in staggered scheduled times. Safety is priority in our schools. Maximum capacity of 15 per class. And from these classrooms, the cohort groups have and will be created. With smaller number of students in a class, this will allow physical distancing and will reduce COVID exposure to others. Wednesday will be a cleaning day for staff. Cleaning, disinfecting high-touched areas in their classrooms. For example, cleaning tables, desks, chairs, toys, electronic devices, and equipment. We recognize that this year's return for our schools will be different. The realities of COVID-19 pandemic creates uncertainty, worries, fears that we are all feeling. Therefore, parents, we will need your support to keep your children safe and others. One of the safety measures is if your child is sick, they will be required to stay home until they are healthy before they return to school. Just so you know, in the first couple of weeks, our staff will be teaching students and implementing a variety of safety measures to ensure the health and safety of our schools. If you require more information, please don't hesitate to call us at the school, and the number is 780-726-3730. You can speak to your child's teacher, Vice Principal Mrs. Krista Ketsa, and the admin assistants if you need clarity with the information I have shared with you today. Also, the school will send an updated parent handbook with your child or children with more information as to what is happening at our school, all the precautionary measures that we have in place. Please call us to find out as to which cohort group your child has been placed. If a teacher hasn't called you tomorrow, I need you to call the school as soon as possible. Once again, thank you for your cooperation and for supporting our school. Ginanaskom tinawaw, asemina, and tohtawiek. Kakwetsam tinawaw, kahkyo kawitsukamatoya, kasitoskatoya. Egagi gway, gespaiks namatu gamgo, awasak kamiayatsak. Eksepitama. Hi.
Okay. Good afternoon to all community members. My name is Leon Musa. I'm the Student Transportation Coordinator. This is an informational message in regards to the busing strategies for the upcoming school year and will differ between the on and off reserve school districts. These strategies are as follows. Guardians will be required to fill out a student transportation form for bus services. These can be found at the Saddle Lake Education Office. This is to keep record of all students who ride the bus and also for the driver and the school to have the correct information if or when a student may be symptomatic with the COVID-19 virus. Also to have this information available for contact tracing if the need arises. Saddle Lake Schools on reserve. Bus drivers will follow same routes as last year, with new changes due to the school scheduling for students. Bus pickup times and drop-offs will change in the first few weeks due to students registering for the bus. For off-reserve Ashmont, St. Paul, Vilna schools, bus drivers will follow same routes as last year, with changes being made if buses become overloaded. Bus pickups and drop-offs will vary as well in the first few weeks. All bus drivers, including students, must wear a mask at all times during the entire bus ride to and from school due to the confined space that limits social distancing between each other. All buses will be loaded from first on to the back to last on to the front, and will be the same after school as well. Parents, guardians will be required to go through the daily screening procedure with their children before morning bus pickup. These forms can be picked up at the Saddle Lake Education office or be sent home with the students on their first day of school. With the new school year, there will be ongoing changes with busing schedules, so I ask that all parents, guardians to keep updated through the transportation website or contact the office or myself. We must all come together to provide a safe environment for our children and community. Thank you from myself, Leon Musa, the bus drivers, education staff, and school staff. Thank you.